Okay, it's been so darn long. This shouldn't take long because I can't remember the last time we played. I had to go in and refamiliarize myself with players. Uh, we've had a long break, too long of a break, and but we'll see. We'll see if that's good. We'll see if that's bad. Bottom line is we need to continue to get better as a team and become the team in February and March that nobody wants to see in the playoffs. Tough opponents coming in. AIC's coming in. The AIC Bumblebees, we call them, the Yellow Jackets. They took us to the woodshed last year on our series out there, and our guys don't need to be reminded of that. In our 12 or 13 years, or 14, you can check with Toll. I don't know how many years we've been at Atlantic Hockey, but we have never been beaten in Atlantic Hockey back to back. Like, we've had some stinkers one night, but we've always bounced back the next night. And they beat us like a rented mule on the Friday last year on the first night. We came back. We're going to show them today, and we didn't show them. They showed us again. They beat us like a second rented mule the second night, and they. Obviously, they turned out to be legit. They won our league playoff. They won the league championship regular season. They won the playoff, went to the NCAA tournament, and beat St. Cloud like we did the year before. So they were a legit opponent. They haven't been haven't been clipping along quite at the pace that they were last year, but they're a dangerous team with a lot of good players. A lot of Europeans. They're using the American International now, and they've got a lot of European skill. Eric Lang is their coach. He's a fantastic coach, and they're going to be. I can't wait for the games just to see how we match up, because we did not match up well with them last year. And then, not to get too far ahead of ourselves, but we go to West Point and we play the Mighty Black Knights of West Point the next weekend, and they are nationally ranked. They beat New Hampshire yesterday. This will be one of the few times that we've played them where we are not going to be the favorite, and so we've got two big challenges in front of us to start the second half. And biggest thing for us is we just need to continue to get better. After starting out 0-7, and I remember that very well, 0-7. I don't know how many games we played after that. You have to check with Dave Toller, because the losses hurt more than the wins feel good. And but all the games after we were 0-7, if there was 9 games, if it was 7, if it was 8, if it was 10, whatever it was, we got points we've gotten points in all but one of those games. So our group is going in the right direction. Issues. Our power play. Power play's got to come around, and we just need to continue to make improvements as a team. But like our group, they compete hard. We had our first practice back last night. Guys came off the break, and you can see the minds were fresh. They're out, and they were zooming around and competing and battling and all the things that you want to see. We got a short window here to prepare for AIC, but one thing, we'll be a little rusty, I'm sure, this weekend, but we should be not rusty between our ears. We should be pretty fresh between the ears with that nice long break that we had. Okay, we'll see you guys next week. Okay?
So why did you guys have this long break?
Our general manager isn't very good. He probably needs to lose his job. You know what? We always generally play a tournament or something right after Christmas, and we didn't have one this year. Our big weekend is going to be when the NHL game is here, and I was hoping that the league would give us a series this past weekend. You know what I mean? And when the schedule came out, they had this weekend open, and then I wished we would have known that, and we would have played after finals. We could have played games here after finals, but we had the bubonic plague virus, whatever it was here, and half our team was quarantined, so it's probably a good thing that we didn't have a game after finals. But next year we are going to play in Phoenix in the Arizona State tournament, and so we'll have that after Christmas. But generally, we play in the league didn't fill in with a league series, and there was nobody available to play after that. I tried to switch some things around. There was nobody to play, but it is what it is. Rest is a weapon around here. Our guys are fresh. We had some guys dinged up, and we'll be a little rusty. Hey, it's January. Do we want to beat AIC? Darn right we want to beat IC. Do we want to beat Army? Are you kidding me? We want to beat Army. But more importantly than all that, we want to be ready to beat people in late February and March.
So what do you do during all this downtime to occupy your time?
Did some scouting. I went on the road, saw some of our verbal commits, and saw some games, and then I actually got to spend a couple more days with my family than we ordinarily do, because we had these extra days after Christmas. Generally, we've been bringing our team back on Christmas Day or the day after Christmas, and we didn't have to do that this year. So, it's good. It's just a long time off, but we're excited to have the boys back. We're excited for the second half to begin. It's going to be challenging, we know that, but we like the strides that we took in the first half, and we're going to see how much substance we have. We're going to find out what we're made of here in the second half. Our season is different than other teams, and a loss early in the season doesn't. A couple bad losses early in the season, like in a football team, can cost you realistic chances of playing in a real good bowl or winning a league championship, where early losses don't cost you in our sport. It doesn't cost you in basketball, because you got a tournament at the end of the year, and if you're the best team at the end of the year, you can win your league, you can win your playoff, you can get an AQ into the NCAA tournament, and as we've done many times, and that's what we're looking to do again this year.
Coach, hopefully I'm not asking you a question that's already been asked here, but you talk about strides. What do you like about what your team has done, I guess, halfway into this season as opposed to the beginning of the season?
Got 7 minutes on that. German got 7 minutes that I tell you that I can't repeat right now, because I just burnt it all out. So anyway, all right, throw that at me again. I ain't got much battery acid left here. I'm old. I came in. I was all caffeined up. I went and took a shower for you guys. I shaved. Look at me. I mean, it's as good as it gets. Okay, so you want to know what I liked in the first half?
Well, you talked about the strides that were made from game 1 to game 12 or 13. What kind of strides did your team make to kind of put you in this position to make a run here in the second half?
Well, the first, I like the resiliency of our group. I mean, we went 0-7, and I mean that can beat you up, demoralize you. That can put you in a tailspin that you never ever really get out of. But our guys kept battling, and they had a short memory. They put it all in the rearview mirror. They kept battling, and we had some tough opponents early, and we had some bad luck. I mean, look where Arizona State's situated. Look where Notre Dame's situated. RIT, I'll shoot them 81-20 over 2 games. My God, and so we have good teams and bad luck, and but we stayed with it. We turned that around. I like the resiliency of the group. They didn't get beat down. They stayed with it. They stayed positive. They stayed together. They allowed us to coach them. Also, what was kind of cool is the emergence of Schilling in goal. LaRock started out, and Rocky did fine. And but when Schilling got his opportunity, when he got the ball, so to speak, when he got the ball, he kept it. And he's been very consistent, and it's going to be interesting to see if Schills can maintain. He's only a sophomore, second semester sophomore. It's going to be interesting to see if he can maintain that consistency in goal for us in the second half. But going in right now, in the second half, we should be feeling good about ourselves. We know that we're a tough team to play against, and that we should be a tough team every night to play against, and we just need to continue to make strides. The points that we got, the success that we did have in the first half, we could have had more success had we gotten a little bit more help from our power play. And that needs to happen for everything to come together, for us to get to where we want to get and get to the promised land. We're not going to get there without a power play. You got to have a question.
You talked a bit about the big weekend, but there's still a big fat TBA right there on February 17th. Do you think about it like you're going to host them here at Cadet Ice Arena?
Well, we're going to be playing them. We're going to be playing them. We don't know where we're going to be playing them. And to be honest with you, you're probably better off staying close to Dave Toller on that one because, we know where we want to play that game. But as far as I know, nobody's given me the green light on anything yet. All I know is we will be playing the Tigers, and we'll be playing them on the Air Force Academy grounds. Let's just say that on that date and at a time to be determined. Right, David? Yes.
TBA actually. To be. What is the A? To be announced.
I would be a TBD guy, but I don't do the press release.
Hi, Frank.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Great. Thank you for the Christmas card.
You're welcome.
Yep, you're good. You look good in there. Your boy. How old's your boy?
He's 9.
9. He's got a good mustache for a 9-year-old.
He does. He's matured early.
That's the best 9-year-old mustache I've ever seen.
It's his secret agent disguise.
Yeah. Good. Okay.
I wanted to talk to you about
I looked at you. I looked at your Christmas card.
I know.
We have 500 of them, and you're one of the 10 that I looked at. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Carol's in charge of the Christmas cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I must have made a good impression on her
He did.
at some point.
Carol goes, "Who's the kid with the mustache?" Yeah.
The circus was in town.
Yeah.
Christmas card was nice too, though.
How you doing, Coach?
Doing good. I'm good. I got a question after we're done.
Okay, you're good.
You can ask now if you want.
Yeah, I got one question.
No, yeah.
absolutely.
Give him the mic.
Coach, 'cause
Just we want to make this official.
Yeah, I'm not a big hockey guy, but I love hockey.
Oh, you're not a big hockey guy? You got all the answers when we're in your office talking. Yeah, and
Is
you're
this mic
lecturing me.
working? Hello,
Okay.
testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay. You
Give
got
me
5 guys on the ice and a goalie. Have we ever done this? Just put all 6 in front of the net.
Put all 6 in front of the net?
Yeah. Just
Pack it in?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we tie 0-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, that'd be
Or
fun.
maybe at the last minute we shoot them all down the other end.
But then we have to go into a shootout, and then everybody has to come off the ice. And then the goalie, he's nervous because the other 5 guys aren't out there blocking shots.
No. Next
Right.
question.
Okay. All right. And then you got this basket, and it's what, 10 foot?
Sometimes it's higher.
Why don't you just get a 9-foot player
Yes.
and have him put his hand in front of the and just put his hand in front of the basket? I mean, and the ball, and the ball.
Just stand there, right?
Just stand there.
I know.
Like,
I try to see if we can put guys on top of each other's shoulders.
well, you could do that. You could double them up.
Yeah, they said we're not allowed.
I got a good idea. Let's switch places. You're the hockey coach. You coach hockey. I'll coach basketball. I'll fix it. I can tell you right now. I can fix that. You can coach hockey as good as I can, and I know I can coach basketball as good as you can. Yeah. First of all, these teams, what do they got? 1 or 2 good players? Just finish your checks. Yeah. Play through. You need to play through a few people. You need to get a little sandpaper in your game, coach. Okay.
Stay low on your stick.
All right. What are we at here? Back to the guy with the kid with the mustache. Okay. Yeah.
At least my wife doesn't have one.
Yeah. I could go there in the 80s, but I'm not going to go there. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Fair enough. The 3 junior defensemen. Could you talk about their importance this season and how they've helped a young core develop? Because it seems like that group has really.
Yeah. You know what, Chris? Like, if you are our team's practicing right now, and the coach isn't out there, but it doesn't matter because I got better coaches than me out there running practice right now, and our whole thing, our game. And I talk about our basketball team when they're at the top of their game, our football team when they're top of, and we talk about our team. It's a group of 5, and just Coach, before you got in, I was reading about Chris Peterson, he retired, and they asked his players, what they're going to remember about him, and his definition, how they defined excellence was doing common things uncommonly well. And when our teams are good here at the academy, that's what we do. I mean, it's not like Washington State didn't know what our offense was going to do, but they couldn't do anything about it because we executed. Our execution was so much better than their ability to be able to defend it, and that's where our teams right now in basketball and hockey, we're striving to get to that level. We're always striving to get to that level where teams know what we're going to do, but they can't stop. stop us, and we're difficult to play against, and all those types of things. But for to say the three defensemen, like to me, like. Offensively and defensively, it's about a group of five. It's about our group of five, how we execute. Today we went over transition, regroups, getting the puck, transitioning, playing east and west to play north. Defensively, winning races of spots, getting in front of people before they can transition to us. It's not like we invented the systems that we're playing right now, but we need to execute those systems, better than our opponent, doing common things uncommonly well, and for the most part, we've done a great job of that, progressing at that, and our execution. We are a well-coached team, and not because of Coach Frank. I got great coaches, and they're out there, and they know what they're doing, and we are a well-coached team, and you can see it in all the facets of our game. What's struggling for us right now? What facet's struggling in our game? Our power play, and offense is you can teach defense, you can teach structure. It's defense is structure, and you can get people into spots. Guys compete. You get them in a spot. You can be difficult to play against, but when you on that power play, getting that guy that has that vision to be able to get that shot off quick, or find that guy in the back post, or hitting that three at the key time. You know what I mean? That's oftentimes that's God given. And right now, my questions with our team is not how well coached we are. It's ultimately, are we good enough? And eventually we need to find a group of five that can find a way to produce some offense for us on the power play. And if they do that, I think that we're going to be good enough to be able to go deep into the playoffs and contend for the championship in the playoffs. If we don't, it's going to be a struggle and all. So. Again, to talk about those three, hey, we're proud of those three. They bring a lot of experience. But how about the strides that Cook and Cruz have made as freshmen defensemen? How about the strides that Ekberg has made as a sophomore? But all those guys are puzzle pieces within the group of five. You know what I mean? It's not with us. It's not this guy or that guy. It's our group. And again, I think the best recent example we have is going back and just watching that our football team execute. We stop them on fourth down and we take 17 plays. We bleed the whole first quarter into the second quarter, 17 or 18 plays, and wear down the defense and score that touchdown. And we were coming, and it's like death by 1,000 cuts. You know what I mean? And with us. We're playing a pretty good team game right now. We're going to find out how good we are. AIC is the favorite to win our league. Army's a top 20 team right now. In the next 2 weeks, we're going to find out a little bit about where we're at. And it's a good test for us. But ultimately, we need to continue to get better and become that team, just like Dave's. We want to be that team in February and March that nobody wants to see in the Mountain West tournament in Las Vegas, or nobody wants to see in the Atlantic tournament.
The role of those three guys helping the younger guys get up to speed?
Yeah, they do. But you want me to play this thing off on we've got a good leadership group, and we come out and we play and we compete every day, but it's not like these guys are player coaches back there. They're still a work in progress. Zach Mirages, we took him off the power play the final weekend because it just wasn't working, and he's our most talented defenseman. We took him off the power play, and oh, by the way, he ends up being defensive player of the week. So there isn't. If you want to point to one guy on our team right now. And it's easy. This guy's a guy it's always easy to point when things are going good. You point to that guy in the net because not only Schilling has won a couple games for us or got points, but more importantly, he hasn't lost a game, for us. And that enables our group of five in front of him to play with confidence. If you got leaky pipe back there, it doesn't matter. You can be playing great, and it doesn't matter. As I always say, goaltending's 50% of the game. Unless it's bad goaltending, then it's 100% of the game. And Schilling's stabilized us in the net. Hopefully he can continue to do that. And then our young team, and we are young. We got some up front where we're a little older, but on D we're very young, and in goal we're young, and we continue to progress. And again, ultimately, we're playing right now. It's not about these games right now. Yeah, it isn't immediate. We want to win the games, all that, but it's about are we going in the right direction, and where are we going to be? Where are we going to be in late February? But no, I'm proud of them. I'm proud of the whole group to go 0-7, to start out 0-7, and then battle back. And how many games have we played since then? 9 games to get points in 8 of the next 9 games. That I'm real proud of our group for that. Showed some resiliency, some perseverance, and a team like that. You got to have. I always say, if you aspire to be a champion, you have to have two attributes: the ability to come from behind, the ability to win on the road. This team has come from behind. They have shown the ability to win on the road, and if we can continue to progress, we can become. You know what? We will be. We will be a dangerous animal come playoff time. I'm telling you that right now.